Hey everyone, welcome to Anime Bakery. If you're a fan of Studio Ghibli, join me today as we sculpt No-Face Kaonashi from Spirited Away using Nomad Sculpt. We'll start with basic geometry and work our way up to a fully rendered cinematic scene just like this. So grab your tablet, and let's dive in. I envision this 3D scene as a peaceful moment, No-Face quietly knitting on a cozy couch, with the hopping lantern beside him, keeping him company. I started by using the lathe tool to draw the profile of No-Face's body. This tool takes a 2D profile and revolves it into a smooth 3D shape. Switching to side view, I used the move tool to adjust the body and neck, making the shape feel more natural and organic. To capture No-Face's shapeless, flowing form, I applied a refraction material, which gives a subtle transparent effect. Then, I painted the body with black, low reflectance shading to maintain that eerie yet soft appearance. The mask is a key part of No-Face's design, so I spent extra time refining it. Using the brush tool, I carved subtle recesses for the eyes and applied rounded brush strokes to keep his expression neutral yet mysterious. Personally, No-Face is one of my favorite anime characters because of how he evolves throughout the story. At first, he seems like a creepy, quiet figure, absorbing the traits of those around him. But Chihiro accepted No-Face. She helped him find a place where he could be himself. By the end, you realize he just needed a kind and nurturing environment to be himself. Next, let's add some warmth to the scene with a knitted scarf. I used the tube tool to trace the overall shape and adjusted the profile to be flat. To create a realistic textile look, open the materials setting and apply a textile alpha map to the opacity channel. In the MISC settings, I enabled opacity to mask and reprojected it, selecting only the raised portions of the texture. Then, using Cell Mask with Height Plus, I gave the fabric some thickness before extracting it. Now, we have a fully textured scarf. After that, I threaded the yarn between No-Face's fingers. To create a wool yarn, drop a sphere in the scheme and use the brush tool to sculpt subtle wool textures. It's a small detail, but it makes the scene feel much more alive. Accessories play a huge role in storytelling. One of my favorite little details in Spirited Away is the hopping lantern. It appears when Chihiro visits Sanaiba's cottage, bouncing ahead like an eager guide. I think the hopping lantern is an underrated character that deserves more attention. It perfectly embodies Hayao Miyazaki's design philosophy, turning ordinary objects into something full of life, just like the Kodama from Princess Mononoke or the soot sprites from My Neighbor Totoro. Now comes one of the most satisfying parts of using Nomad Sculpt, bringing the scene to life with color and materials. For the fabric on the chair, I chose a warm orange to add a cozy touch. For the glass on the hopping lantern, I applied a refraction material with a high reflectance rate to achieve a realistic glassy look. And for the metal frame, I used a carbon gray finish. Doesn't the scene feel more vivid now? Lighting is the final touch that brings everything together. Besides enabling global illumination in the render settings, I added a small glowing orb inside the hopping lantern, adjusting the color temperature to a warm golden hue. If you want to push the details further, use the clay tool to sculpt wood grain onto the chair and the paint tool to add subtle stains for realism. This instantly makes the scene feel more inviting. And there you have it. We've just sculpted No-Face from Spirited Away in Nomad Sculpt. If you enjoyed this and want to learn more about anime scene design, 3D sculpting, and fan art creation, don't forget to like and subscribe to the channel. Let me know in the comments which anime character you'd like to see next. Thanks for watching, and happy sculpting!